Hello, my name's Allan Ackerman, and welcome to the channel. If you like card magic, make sure you click on subscribe. If you enjoy sleight of hand, well, you've come to the right place. Now today I'm going to go ahead and do an effect that I put in my 1995 lecture notes. It was an effect with the 4 jacks, and it was a version of the Travelers. Let's take a look. Hey, I have taken the liberty to autograph each one of the jacks with my signature. Now, there are 4 suits in every deck. We have the heart suit, Jack of Hearts. I've got a Jack of Clubs, Jack of Spades, and our Jack of Diamonds. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 gentlemen of the deck. Now, these 4 cards are interesting. Oh, by the way, 10 we don't even need. These cards are interesting in the fact that they're unique because they have my signature on each and every one of those cards. We're going to come back to that group of 4 in just a moment. What I'm going to do is divide the deck into 4 quarter-size packets. That's going to be about 12 to 13 cards. Doesn't have to be perfect, just close. And I tell you what, let's leave everything face down. All right, so I need 2 more groups. So this will be packet number 3, packet number 4. Now we're using 4 packets because I happen to have the 4 jacks over here. And what we're going to do with the jacks is I'm going to place a jack on top of each one of these quarters. All right? And then I'm literally going to take that jack and place it in the center, someplace in the center of its group. All right, we're going to repeat this. So this jack is going to get shuffled into the center of his group right here. All right, and we'll repeat. Jack number 3, he's going to get shuffled into the mess. Mix him up. And one last jack to go. This guy gets shuffled into the group. All right, so what we have done here is I have literally shuffled those 4 jacks in 4 different quarters of the deck. I'm going to try to locate all 4 jacks, not by looking at the cards, but just by using my fingertips and my sense of feel. So here we go. I'm going to turn my head so I can't see anything. I'm just going to run through these cards until I get right here. I believe this is our first jack. I would like you to verify that that is my signature right there. So that is signed jack number 1. I'm going to try this again. I'm going to go for my second jack. This time I'm going to go for a black jack. I'm going to go for the Jack of Clubs. Once again, I'm going to turn my head. Let's see what I can do here. Right here. I think this is it. My second jack. Yeah, there it is. The Jack of Clubs. And I'd like you to verify here on this group right there. That indeed is my signature. So that's jack number 2. All right, so here we go. I'm going to give the deck 3 cuts. 3 cuts. 1, 2, 3. If I've done everything correctly right here on the 3rd cut, we have our 3rd jack. Now I've got 1 jack left to find here. I'm just going to give the deck 1, 2, 3 cuts again, just like that. I did everything correctly. There's our 4th signed jack. Now, I'm going to do something with those 4 jacks. Rest of the deck, I do not even need. I want you just to watch our 4 jacks, diamonds, hearts, clubs, and spades. I'm going to snap my fingers and they're gone. Check that out. I now have aces. Yeah, this is just 4 cards. 4 cards, and they happen to be our ace of clubs, our ace of spades, our hearts, and our diamonds. So those jacks disappeared. They got to go somewhere. Hand is empty. Over here in my right side pocket, there is signed jack number 1. In my front jacket pocket, there is signed jack number 2. Hands are empty. Over here in this pocket, right here, I have our third signed jack. And over here in my inside jacket pocket, right here, signed jack, number 4. Aces and jacks. Hey, if you enjoyed that effect, give it a thumbs up. If you enjoy card magic, make sure you click on subscribe. Now, as I mentioned before, I had this particular version in a set of lecture notes called How to Tame a Moose. It was Dai Vernon who first created the Traveler's Effect, and he had it in a book called Stars of Magic. And it was a lot of work. You had to do 4 different palms to get those cards, 4 signed cards to show up in 4 different pockets. Now, over the last 5 decades, I've published 6 versions of this effect. 2 of the versions had no palms at all. Matter of fact, this version has no palms, and that's what I call the routine, no palm travelers. I have another version which uses no palms that I had in my last set of lecture notes. But all the versions, I had my first version in 1971. It was called Mass Transit, and it was in a book called Esoterics, and it had 1 palm, and you get 4 cards in 4 different pockets. Anyway, I thought this was a real interesting handle. I should have credited LePaul in my notes, and I did not. In his book, he had a routine called the Bashful Queens, and of course, he had a starting point. Also, he had a routine from Jacob Daly that was his starting point. But it was a different handling. But my approach was similar. In the LePaul version, you could not have the card signed, and you had to have your pockets preloaded. So this version is 100% impromptu, needs no setup whatsoever. Hope you enjoyed the handling. My name's Allan Ackerman, and I'll catch you the next time.